Just a reminder, if you require any assistance or safety is of paramount importance, please contact your nearest steward whenever required. We'll be more than happy to assist. Your next opportunity to watch the rugby back out on the Hallow Turf here at Goldington Road comes on Friday the 22nd of May as Mike Gray's men side host the contest of the Elliott Cup Playoff Rugby semi-final. Opposition still to be known, but a high-octane evening in store. Season ticket holders with this special communication to reserve their existing seats. Discounted tickets are available online. Season tickets for the upcoming 26-27 campaign are on sale at early bird prices. Head to our website for the application form if you wish to get involved or renew via the ticket holder if you're an existing member. Don't forget to catch up here with Goldington Road and another fantastic campaign in the support of the Premier Sporting Club. Congratulations to members of the community who completed their 25-26 campaign with an unbeaten league season. Best of luck to the team as they step up into the championship next year. Well, your players will fly with souvenirs from your trip today to Bedford by visiting the Blue Club shop located next to the CMC market entrance. That's open up until kick-off at half-time or after the final whistle. So the Wanderers on to the final wall have on offer. Those are food and drink available, including chicken doors and table kitchen. We even got an ice cream bar. The round available is giving it away. Go and check them out. There we go, thumbs up. That's over by the scoreboard. Our traditional pre-match card of honour is returning this afternoon. Make sure all to give representatives of Junior Blues, Girls, Hansel, Old Northamptonians, Northampton Casuals. All of them a big cheer as they take the Hallow Turf this afternoon. And finally, we'll be hosting a rerun of Membership Partners versus Bedfordshire County. That's on Friday the 29th of May. Now, that was a brilliant game 12 months ago. More of the same again this year. Head to online site, this is the page for more information. And remember, you can stay up to date with all news events at Bedford Blues via our website, Twitter and Facebook. Join the 14,000 plus Blues fans already following us on Twitter. Bedford Blues RFC. Like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram to receive news straight to your phone throughout the week. Now, in the head of the team, starting with France U21 Women. 15 and fullback, Iris Morena. 14 in the right wing, Ines Kikiti. 13 and outside centre, Annie Montalala. 12 inside centre, Eating Gregory. 11 in the left wing, Alice Bramble. Number 10 is Charlie Goya. And 9 is Eugene Pennington. Number 1 is Ladies Melagi. Number 2 is Elina Policu. 3 is Amelia Sandra. Number 4, Anna Daniel. 5, Chloe Buckner. 6 is Elliot Ferrer. Captaining the side of 7 is Luke Woodward. Wearing a play 3, Timothy Montero. The replacement from the France U21 Women. 15, Hannah from Donovan. 17, Manon Masterson. 18 is Agatha Morgan. 19, Marie Cabrera. 20, Emily Saturday. 21, Leonardo Green. 22, Chloe Brown. And 23, Bill. Join the 21 women for today. 15 and 4, Solana Short and Leon. 14 and right wing, direct to right. 13 and outside centre, Lily Height. Both captaining the side from 12 is Carmela Morrow. 11 in left wing, Shella Jones. Number 10 is Ella Quinn. 9, Amelia McCullum. Number 1, Annabelle Becker. Number 2 is Maggie Jones. Completing the front row is 3, Aisha Jar. 4 is Greg Field. 5 is Evie Fitzpatrick. Number 6 is Zoe Dare. And 7 is Kayla Atkins. And number 8 playing Citizen side in Sophie McQueen. 16, Lucy Simpson. 17, Amelia Williams. 18, Lily Fowler. 19, Justin Dory. 20 is Honey Thursday. 21, Ashton Ashcroft. 22, Molly Bunker. And 23, Laura Bailey.
Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Goldington Road, the home of Bedford Blues. A windy, sunlit stage just about for this epic encounter. It's the final group of games in this inaugural Six Nations Women's Under-21 series and perhaps the most keenly anticipated contest with such an historic background of course between these two. France, as ever at this level, the leaders, they've amassed a huge 189 points in their two games and only allowed one try. So confidence is high in the camp and the talent is very much there to be seen. It has been an impressive opening two games from Les Bleuettes. Well, their hosts this afternoon, England, aiming to bounce back from that oh-so-close defeat to Ireland in Coventry a week ago. They had a very good start up in Edinburgh, and the disappointment of the loss last week will no doubt just be added fuel for this game, which, as I say, is always a classic clash between the two countries. Young women being given the opportunity to fast track themselves to the top of their sport, developing and displaying their rugby on the international table. I'm Simon Ward. I'm delighted to have alongside me World Rugby Hall of Famer Rochelle Clark-Rocky. This is ostensibly a development competition, but the rugby on display from these generally has been superb so far.
I tell you what, Simon, I've been so impressed. The future of tomorrow is just incredible. The quality that's coming through the England side's quality. France, who were rampaging against Scotland. I think we're going to have an absolute cracker today, but watch out for these names because these will be in the international squads in the next few years. If
they're not already, because we're seeing a lot of fast tracking of young players coming through. There's the two games that are already up and running up in Edinburgh. Italy with a strong start, Scotland coming back, but I'm told that is a full-time victory there for the Azzurri. But then in Caerphilly, Ireland, the other unbeaten team, up against Wales, and nothing between those two. That's a 2 o'clock start in that one over the bridge. In this game, as you can see, a 3 o'clock start here at Goldington Road. Well, I had a chance to catch up with the two camps not so long ago. So I spoke to England's head coach LJ Lewis and from the France management Thibaut Florent. Thibaut, thank you for joining us. 2 from 2. France happy with the way this series has gone, no?
Yeah. I mean, we've won 2, but that's a game we've checked on our calendar and we look forward to it.
And this a big game, a different test?
Yeah, different test, different pitch, different country. I mean, English team is really physical, so yeah, we're excited.
But the girls in good heart. There's been good preparation ahead of this one.
Yeah, thanks to the French Federation, we've been eating well, sleeping well, training well, in really good conditions. So yeah, it's all good.
And in both camps we've seen some of these girls stepping up into the senior squad to get that experience. I guess you've had the same in the French camp?
Yeah, seniors team, sevens team. French girls are amazing thanks to Guillaume Laffont's coaching and the pass roll between the under-21 and the elite one.
Well, go well this afternoon. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
LJ, thank you for joining us ahead of this one. What has been the reaction from your group after that disappointment in Coventry last weekend?
It's been a really positive reaction. We've had a real clear focus on our process, not going away from that, because even though we came out on the wrong side of the result, a lot of the data backed up the work we've been doing. So we really stuck clearly to our process this week, and then just ramped up our focus around our foundations to the game we want to play. And the girls have really attacked the week in a really positive way.
And this is going to be a different test, a different contest, of course, against the French team, which have been leading the way for so many years at this level.
Yeah, we're super excited about that. If these girls want to be the Red Roses, playing the seniors, they're going to have to face the best in the world. And currently in this space, the French are that ultimate competitor for us. So we're super excited for that challenge, and we're battle ready to take them on.
And just bigger picture, we saw Heidi Head become a Red Rose yesterday, one of 4 or 5 I think that have stepped up from this group. How much of a driving force is that for these young ladies now?
Yeah, it's been a really different experience this year, like so many players going into the space and coming back down, but then also going up and staying up and getting capped for the first time. It's just highlighted the importance of a pathway, and also probably to the staff group highlighted what the purpose of the pathway is, whether it's in the Red Roses or here. Pathway is key, and it's about individual development and players having appropriate experiences, so when they do take that step up, they're ready to attack what the Red Roses need from them.
Well, let's hope you take another step forward today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So there's the thoughts from both camps. It doesn't matter what level, who's playing. When it's England-France, the crunch is always attached to this match. And you get the feeling, the expectation from both camps, from both sides, from both sets of fans, is going to be huge and is going to put its own pressure on these two teams this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a massive spectacle, and you're expecting, a really fast, high-tempo game. Lots of offloading coming from France, and then England are going to be looking to play, as we heard from LJ. Their process is that they need to get a hold of the ball, keep the ball, stop France scoring.
More easily said than done, I would suspect, and what we've seen in these two games so far in this tournament. Of course, the last time these two teams met at under 20 level was in that under 20 summer series last summer in Wales, in Caerphilly. France the victors then 52-39, but 14 tries, 8 of them to the French side. Here comes Lou Robert, the young captain, not only of the French side but also the Toulouse senior side. So obviously a player tagged for responsibility for club and country over the next few years. Big crowd here at Goldington Road. They're expecting nigh on 2,000 people here, so that will be probably its own new experience for these young ladies. I know the local expectation is great. You're one of the locals, for goodness sake, but to have an international here at Goldington Road is a big opportunity for the club and for the locals.
Absolutely, to showcase the women's game, the international game, and there's so many different clubs, local and around, who've come round, as you can see by the guards of honour.
Sophie McQueen, one of the co-captains this afternoon. The other one is Carmela Morale, leading out the England side, striding purposefully towards their positions. It's going to be a fascinating clash of cultures, is obvious, but also tactically as well, the way these two teams have developed. It'll be very interesting to see how the wind plays in, and of course the infamous slope here at Goldington Road. Some of the mascots just lagging a little bit. It's a long way for those little legs. So the two teams lining up in front of the stand on the far side. before play commences. Of course, the formalities, the national anthems for France, La Marseillaise, and for England, God Save the King.
Long live our noble King, God save our King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our King.
Let's take a look at the two lineups this afternoon. There's the home lineup, just 3 changes from that Ireland contest. 2 forwards adjustments forced on the team. Same front rows on both sides, coincidentally. Grace Keele is back in the engine room for England. Zoe Dare back in the back row, with Tamsin Baines having taken a knock in training earlier on in the week. Carmela Morale is inserted back in the midfield mix. The only change in that Blacks composition, the composure of McDougall and Cromack will be critical for the home team this afternoon. For the visitors this afternoon, well, half a dozen changes for France, 4 personnel and 2 positional from that slaughter of the Scots in Tarbes last weekend. The pack has 2 new ingredients. Vauclin comes into the second row, whilst 18-year-old Sunine Tavares Montero sits in the spine of the team. 2 tactical moves put Goya into the prime pivot position, with the ever-impressive Ailey Treguet back at the inside centre. Iris Renaudin makes her first start at fullback as a consequence. The benches, well, they both have a 5-3 make-up. Honey Kerslake, the 18-year-old, coming back into the under-21 mix. A familiar face opposite her, Alex Valence. They were both in the Wellington College under-18 Six Nations not so long ago. The referee, Emma Gallagher, there she is from Canada, supported by Katie Gent and Rosie Proctor from the RFU. Paul Haycock from the Irish RFU is the TMO this afternoon. Charlie Goya in as the French fly half gets proceedings underway. As I say, tactically be very interesting how they try and set things up. England perhaps with a more structured approach than their opposition. Ella Cromack invites France to go from deep. Looks like Aisha Jar has gone down in back play. There's Annabelle Meta, actually, I think the loose head, isn't it? You can see just from the far side.
No!
Back to her feet now, so England back to 15. There's her opposite number, Melis Malagi. And the width, trying to get the ball floating down that left flank, but the pass just not quite accurate enough.
Solening on the line.
But France, with all the ambition and positivity, very obvious, Rocky.
Yeah, they really showed their hand really early, haven't they? So I don't think England can think about loose kicking straight down the throat of France, because they're just going to shift it, go for that offloading game. But England with a set piece.
Shift drive coming on from the line out, and it has been a potent weapon for LJ Lewis's side thus far. Keeping it straight, coming to a halt now, so Acton sets it ball back. Communication between Morale and Dare just not quite on the same page there. But the ball back there, but they will go back for that knock on from the England blindside flanker.
Good. Well, a crucial tackle there from Amelia McDougall, playing at scrum half now. Normally applies her trade at fly half or 12. She was on the edge, and then a great turnover from Shaw de Leon, but of course they'd already lost the ball forward. But some good cover defence there, but France really showing they're going from width to width, getting that offloading game, and already ball in hand. You can see Talulua with some exceptional passing.
Now Annabelle Mehta, I think, is going to be taken off for an HIA. So it looks like we're going to see an early chance for Amelia Williams. Come on.
That was just off a kick-off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When Annabelle Mehta got that knock, and she's been training with the Red Roses this week, so a really vital part of the cog for this England pack. It's hard to see her go off, but fingers crossed she'll be all right and come back on.
Yeah, Williams it is, the Loughborough Lightning loose head. This is going to be very interesting engagement. First up, Pedesol, the French scrum half. I'll have to time this put in. Pick up from Tavares Montero. Goya moves out a step. The pass back in from Renaudin.
15.
Kick just gives Grace White a little time to weigh things up. Good release from England, but only up to the 10-metre line. The ball goes loose into French hands.
Back by Blue. Thanks. That's gone backwards for me. Backwards.
France reset the big guns as first receiver.
White away.
Melis Malagi. Good drive there from Peralez. The short pop ball to Renaudin. The offload is there. Roboam just unable to take that offload, but that's the DNA, that's the signature, if you like, of Les Bleuettes. Almost, but not quite.
It is, and you see this a lot from the senior team as well, how they go through it. It's a great bust initially from Goyer, and then just supporting her really nice on that short little line, Ronaldo.
Let's go, please.
And then just forcing that little chicken wing offload, which perhaps didn't need to be, but lovely support lines. They're absolutely flying through at pace. They find that little edge. They're all about the offload. They're trying to get their arms free. So England really need to try and get that double tackle on to stop them getting the offload.
Yes, it's the French team that really exposes if a tackler drops off. The support lines, the support runners are so quick. The transition is there. McQueen taking two tacklers with her.
Got penalised there for not releasing. I think she was quite lucky there. A little bit isolated, but McQueen has got through so much work 13 carries last game, 11 tackles. She's one to watch.
Well, the kick doesn't find the touch, and Grandhomme ignites this backline. There's Treguet. Such a big component in the French midfield in every sense. 6 feet and 85 kilos. She's got plenty of strength and pace. The front rowers combining, and through they go. Melagi, and the pass is there, and the first try is on the board. Elena Folletou scored against Wales and now scores against England.
Right, exceptional play by the forwards from France as they use the firepower and then just breaking the line. Melagi with that offload, just simple stuff to a fellow front rower, Folletou. Look at this, just that leg drive, stepping out of contact, bowling forward.
It's all good.
Easy offload.
Well, there you see how quickly the French transition, and in particular that front row. Charlie Goya is going to start kicking duties. Doesn't find the target on this occasion.
Well, the last thing you want to see as a fullback is a loose head prop absolutely flying down your channel. But as the initial just slipped off the first tackle.
We can go. I'm
But then Shaw de Leon was brave, got in front, but just too big and strong to get that offload away.
6, retreat!
Great retour there from Anemoun Talalua, taking that ball deep inside the French 22 from the restart.
Here, please.
As I say, it's a very blustery day here in Bedford, so it'll be interesting to see how it impacts the kickers, if at all, particularly kicking from hand.
Wait, restez là.
Nice leap there from Kiwi Fitzpatrick.
Through the mark. Okay,
Once again,
advantage.
the line-out drive from the home side. Advantage is being called for England, so they go back for that call.
Number 8, collapse.
Well, this is good. England are getting some reward at this maul drive, so they have to try and keep it tight, make sure they keep ball. It's all about keeping possession, because we know how deadly France are with ball in hand.
Well, the line-out has been an issue for the French. In fact, the most ineffective line-out in the series, 58% success, is not what they would have wanted from that particular facet of the game. But of course, they've been able to cover it with so many different potent options away from the set piece. Which is a potent option for England with a line-out drive. Dougal waits. There is Fitzpatrick, the Essex girl. Started at Clacton, went to Colchester, now at Loughborough Lightning. Sudbury Rugby Club as well, I better mention, keep everybody happy. And here come this French front row again. Goya. Well, missed tackle from Linkins, and suddenly it's Treguet.
Knock on by White, play on.
Peduso.
Step.
Another one of the youngsters, 18
Flat.
years old. Both teams allowed up to 5 22-year-olds within the group.
Knock on from White.
Just coming down there, trying to get the ball to the edge, getting that little offloading game coming in, but it's Treguet with the big carries.
This is the kick-off injury. You see her, there she is, number 1, Annabelle Mehta.
Can't be every scrum, hey?
Unfortunate head clash, putting the loose head down within 10 seconds of the start of this game, so we shall wait and see whether Mehta is able to rejoin.
There we are. Time's on. Let's go, please.
Back to the scrum then. Both teams in the last game both had 100% success rate at the scrum, so I think this is going to be an interesting battle. We've already seen the power of the French pack as they're bowling forward, getting over the front foot. Been a couple of good scrums from England.
Malagi followed to Bazola on this near side against Williams, Jones and Aisha Jan. Look at that, that's a power play. And look at the celebration in the pack.
Woohoo, that's what we want to see. Hell of a scrum drive there. And we talk about those small things. Get yourself back in the game. They've got a weapon with their line-out drive. They've got a weapon with their scrum. That was outstanding from that forward pack, driving on, getting the penalty, getting them over the halfway line.
Big statement of intent from the English 8. Will that impact the way that France want to play, away from the set piece perhaps? Again, Fitzpatrick the recipient.
Transfers come too early.
A crossing though is going to give the penalty to
Ball
the
has to
visitors.
stay at the front.
In many ways an unforced error.
They're the coach killers, aren't they, those unforced errors, because France have gone up early, England have taken it cleanly, and then just getting done for that early transfer and being in the way, then that is easy for the referee to see. A let-off for France, and England need to take those opportunities. They're utilising them all to try and earn the penalty to earn field position, which is normally working pretty well.
Melina Folatu, one of the 7 to lose team in their country's colours.
Back touched.
A line out again that doesn't work, and Cromack slams it clear. Goya trying to get things going down this near side. Tavares Montero showing good strength on the ball, support from Grandon. Folatu once again the first receiver until it now moves out. Goya out to Bazola. The release is there, opportunity here, Vauclin. Goya runs the dummy line, doesn't take a defender out, but they manage to force their way over. And I think it is Malagi again, she can't stop scoring. A loose head scoring tries. Who would have thought that, Rocky Clark?
Well, one for the front row. She has been carving up already. She's made a couple of line breaks, and then she's on the end of that one, using all her power. She is an absolute rhino, bouldering along. You do not want to get in the way. We're just seeing the highlight of her mate trotting along, Bazola as well. Little fend out the back, and then gives it across to her fellow Vauclin, who's taking it in. So what a try from France once again.
Well, she scored 4 tries in the last outing in French colours, of course, in that game in Tarbes. Now on the scoreboard once again.
Well, the problem is England are kicking loose once again to France. It was the turnover line out, and then they hoofed it down, and that's when France get that all-important offloading game in.
Goya again unable to add the extras, but the French in double figures. Yeah, the kicking from hand is going to have to be a bit more specific from Cromack and Dougal, you would think. Here is the Quins fly half with the restart. France running 29 tries in this competition, 17 of course for last week. So potent attack, not releasing in the contact will give the French a chance to get back into the English half once again. That was really good work from Solana Chauder-Leon. How did she keep that one in? Well, maybe unexpected possession for the home side. Acton sets it back, but the
17.
Side entry from Amelia Williams is once again going to shoot England in the foot.
once again, those unforced errors, penalties creeping in here, and this is when you're up against the pump, you cannot give those penalties away. You've got to stay really honest, get close in to your support. England are going to have to play perhaps a little bit of a tighter game, make sure they keep the ball. They got turned over 30 metres up the pitch, so they want to make sure they got possession.
Another opportunity for Les Bleuettes, but it is a line-out option which hasn't been secure thus far. Again, it doesn't go to hand, but the handling of McQueen doesn't help. And it is France, in fact, who have taken possession. So they're on the attack once again with Anaïs Perelez. The fulcrum once again. The engine is revved. The drive is on from Bazola.
Advantage knocked on in the angle.
Oh, well, she didn't get that one down.
Okay. So we've had advantage over for the
Emma
knock-on.
Gallagher right on
At
the mark.
lineup. We've come here. Toulouse knocked on into Ingle.
Just
so
looked like the Toulouse tight head
goal line drop
just didn't finish things off.
Yeah, maybe it got ripped or knocked forward just as she was bowled in forward. What she did, she rode the tackle, then busted through, saw the try and leg drive. And yeah, I think it's just actually hit McDougall's knee and has come off. So it's good last-ditch defence, but that could have been your 1, 2 and 3 score in the first 3 tries.
You would have loved that, wouldn't you?
I might have done a
You
cartwheel.
would have been 7th heaven with
yeah.
that.
I mean, you know, I'm very English, but I'm very happy for front row to be getting
once again, the kick
tries.
doesn't find its target, and it offers France a chance to threaten the white line once again. Goya, quick hands from Talalua, Treguet and Grandhomme. Well, it is almost mechanical the way they work. It's not by the numbers, but it's so swift and so compact in many ways until they put the width on it. And once again, France making the most of opportunity. 3rd try in the bag already inside the first quarter of this match.
Brilliant finish from Grandhomme, but just so easy, playing it out, and it was a lovely pass out from Talalua. Again, she's been really good setting up these tries, and then the finish with she could have walked it, to be honest. She had so much space.
Tries all clear.
Backed herself. And there we go. Now the backs are joining the party.
Heaven forbid. Goya once again struggling with this very strong breeze. She's been kicking 82% in this tournament, but 0 from 3 thus far with opportunity. But here is France once again working the opportunity on the right flank, and Alice Grandhomme with her 6th try of this series.
Thanks, Ben.
So we've talked about it before, England need to get a foothold.
All on.
Renaudin clearing once again
Ready?
to that far touchline, which seems to be the preferred choice of the kickers thus far. England have to make something of opportunity, something of possession.
Well, 7 started there. Play on. She's legal.
It looks to me like Aisha Jar has gone off as well, because I can see Lily Plowman wearing 18 into the mix. Again, the penalty goes against the hosts.
Be patient.
I think Aisha Jar sat down at the front of that stand.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So 2 new props within the first quarter for England.
Well, that's less than ideal, because it means
time
potentially these guys. Oh, we're just seeing her come back on. So
18.
Right, so Aisha Jar is back on.
With the HIA.
Number 18, Lily Plowman.
Time's on.
I think she's passed her HIA and back on. So I was going to say that's less than ideal, having to come on and play 70 minutes.
Wait, three back
Seen
up.
Annabelle
Good
Meta,
ball.
so I'm
To the
presuming
mark.
she's failed hers. Means that Amelia Williams is going to be playing the full 80. Here come France again. Perelez. Numbers out to the right should they need them. Goya out to Grandon, and once again it's very easy for France at the moment. 21 minutes gone and it's almost a point a minute.
Yeah, less than ideal for England, but what a finish yet again. Grandon, loads of space, but a beautiful pass out wide to find a woman, and then just an easy run in. It's so clever how France are playing. They're keeping the ball alive. They're using their big runners, getting into the heart of the defence. There's a really strong carry initially from Perelez, and then just getting the offload, quick ball.
There were two of them.
Yes. I think England really needs to try and slow down their breakdown when they can get it. But of course, you've got to make your tackles first, and a great ball out from
Tries all
Goya.
clear.
France swapping kickers now. Iris Renaudin kicked 8 from 9 off the bench last week, but can't find the target on this occasion. But it almost doesn't matter right now, the way that the French flow is going. It is very much a learning curve for these young ladies from both setups, and England are going to have to look to try and get hold of the ball and get some control in this game. Perelez unable to take cleanly, and England get a footing inside the French half.
That was really, really brave from Millie Hyatt. She absolutely flew, got the time in perfectly, and then just when you see somebody flying at you, the French player took her eye off the ball. But great start for Millie, and now it's up to England to get a decent platform and then see what their backs can do, because they haven't had much ball.
Bind. Set.
Ball there for McDougall, straight out into midfield. Good strength from Carmela Morale, another who's been training with the Red Roses.
Look at that big double tackle coming in. That's what England need to do against France, and McQueen rode it.
Fitzpatrick resets the position. McDougall and Cromack. Now the ball's out, but they found a channel to attack.
Across the chest. Sortez.
Cromack uses that physicality. Presentation is there. McDougall looking back out the short side. Jar
Advantage.
into the French 22.
Number 3.
Penalty call is there as well. McDougall takes quickly. Support runners a bit slow to get to the ball, but it is there for England. Now what can they manipulate from this position? Best opportunity that they've had all game.
Step back. Step.
The drive is on.
Short away. Blue away.
Tries given. England break the bagel.
Je peux pas mettre les mains si elles sont toujours là.
Or have they given a penalty? No, she's given a penalty. So another opportunity beckons for the England team.
Ici.
We just saw Gemma Jo Lincoln's out on this far edge, possibility for a crossfield earlier, but they're going to go to work in their maul. They've won the mauls previously, so we'll see what happens.
Access is good.
Line out drive is there. Advantage call is there as well if they need it, and it's a penalty try. England break the bagel with a maximum penalty try points. 25 minutes in, and at last the home side are on the board.
Well, that was a great try by the forwards, rolling their sleeves up and getting it done. We talked about getting a foothold in the game. They went to them all. This is where they're going to make the difference, but they've already gone quicker, France.
Backwards by White.
England being caught out here. Tulalua. Ramadan up in support of our outside centre. Cromack down in back play, so that England line one body short.
Yes, agree. Thank you. Advantage. Never on side number 3.
Danielle. But so, intercepted there, but they would go back for that earlier
Number
call.
3, never on side.
Shajar finding herself in the wrong position. Well, with that penalty try, that's the most points that France have conceded in this series thus far. Innocuous as that may be as a fact.
They didn't even need to kick.
Let's go.
Amela Bazola taking the dummy position. And Perez, so important has the number 6 been in the way that France have worked it around the contact area. Talalua showing great strength, holding off Millie Hyatt and bundling her way over for the 5th try for Les Bleuets.
What a finish from Talalua. She's such a weapon. She's been putting people away left, right and centre, but this time she took it herself. Just the strength and leg drive, fend to go through. She is somebody to watch for the future, for sure.
Very much a local product for Grenoble and the rugby club there, out in the east of France.
30 secondes.
Came off the bench to score a try against Wales, and now starting in that 13 shirt. Really impressive introduction. Renaudin from a similar position, swings it round, not quite the right side of the post though, so conversions are not going to be a premium points filler today with this breeze, but tries are raining in. 25-7 now, France leading, handful of tries. The restart once again giving France the time to rev up and get themselves out of the 22. The runners unable to put pressure on the ball carrier. There's an unexpected opportunity. Jar feeding out to Morale. Hayley Jones scored the opening 2 tries in that Irish game last weekend.
Advantage.
Advantage call is there. Amelia McDougall just stunted in her flow.
That's the 3rd tackler not rolling in this zone. You need to be very careful, okay?
Just feeding on that information back to her teammates. Cromack sets up the line-out position, and here is opportunity for what has been one of the strongest components of this England side.
Yeah, this is England's Red Roses DNA, isn't it? You look at it filtered down from the top, and with the youngsters here, they've got to go to
No
it.
compete, play on.
Again, the ball just going frisbee a bit in this breeze, but the referee allowing play to continue. McDougall feeds out to the co-captain Sophie McQueen. The Gloucester Hartbury back rower showing good strength. Acton. Cromack throws wide. Little dab through. Ricochets off a heel. I think it's going to be an England line out, judging by the arm.
Good to see what Cromack can do. She's got a lovely pass, lovely boot.
Sur la ligne bleue.
Just want to see her, and obviously a carrying threat as well. She's quite a good size for a 10. Definitely see her in the back row as well, I reckon. But she's hella skillful, and want to see her a bit ball.
She reminds me of one of your former teammates.
We've seen her earlier, haven't we? Amber Reid.
Amber Reid, very similar type style of player of what we've seen from Stella Cromack. Dougal trying to find Kiwi Fitzpatrick. Again, England just been forced away. They've got to be patient here. Zoe Dare made the start against Scotland. And a quick anticipation from Talalua, and Cromack did well to hold on to the ball though. I think she's taken a knock, right knee.
No, leave
In
it.
some pain is the Quins halfback. England continue to play though. Jar takes them up to the 22. McDougall sees a gap behind, but is anybody following up?
Reculez.
Pederso makes a good clearance, forcing Lincoln's back. Lincoln's beats her opposition.
Is that touch?
Doesn't quite get the chip in time. And I
Touch
think
by
play
Blue.
is going to have to stop here because Ella Cromack is down.
I just wonder if Lincoln's could have got that ball back inside.
Awkward fall, wasn't it, from the England 10?
Yeah, under a huge amount of pressure.
I don't think Cromack is going to. She's back on her feet, but gingerly.
Well, she'll want to stay on if she can, won't she?
She's going to try and run it off.
She's terminated. She's back.
Okay, line out.
Determination.
Yeah, Blue over, please. We'll just
From
wait for the
the,
medic to
from
come
the
off. We
red
can
and
stay in
go.
front of her. Wait, restez là. Just hold, please.
I think some really good involvements from Aisha Job. Really good, strong carrying from the tighted prop, getting England on that front foot.
Good take from Jar. I'm not sure that she was the original target, but she did very well to hold on to that. But the support, or in fact, she's been pinged there for holding on. For those of you that haven't been to Goldington Road, it's interesting, this is the first time for a long time that play has been up here, because the bottom of the pitch is on the far right inside the French 22, and it is quite a slope here, as the French were somewhat surprised, I think, when they first trod out here.
People have described this like a Pringle, like where it's low in the middle or high on the edge or low on one edge. Honestly, the difference, they reckon, something like 9 foot from one corner
Is
to
it
the other.
really? Looking at it earlier on, I can believe it, and certainly the French were surprised, shall we say, with the geometry of the pitch. Good determination at the breakdown, but here comes Tavares Montero. Release is there. Zeze.
England's slowing the ball down well at the moment.
Again, Paralez making sure it's coming back French way. Oh,
First
as I say that.
No, she wasn't in the way. No.
I wonder if a message has just come on. Those last 3 or 4 breakdowns, England are trying to get underneath and hold the player up. We saw a maul that had collapsed, but it had gone back France's way, so they're able to play on. But the intent was there and the slowing down of the ball. And then, of course, that jackal just got in and got England back into French territory.
Hayley Jones. Pass doesn't work.
Stop in front. No, arrêtez.
Pederso puts in a superb kick. Almost, but not quite. Cromack back in position to clear.
Cromack done really well. She had to hand off her own physio to get back and step around her. So that was quite impressive, given that she's just getting seen to. But good work taking the pressure off as she's hobbling around, but still giving it her all.
France going with the shorter option line out. It's skipper Roboam who steps up to make sure it's going to come back their side, and there's Tregoy. Goya straightening from Renaudin. She's got Grandhomme there. Can anybody lay hands on Alice Grandhomme? Nope. The series top try scorer has a hat-trick. Scored 4 against Scotland, 1 against Wales, and now 3 against England. And the way that the French open up this England defence, finding the edges, finding the fringe, and making sure they make the most of it. And as I speak, Ella Cromack is limping away off the pitch.
Sad sight to see Cromack going off. She did look in a lot of pain, but they'll miss her experience and skill set. But let's talk about Grandhomme. The speed on this kid, she's electric. Getting the fend out, it just all comes from everybody doing their job in the French pack, just going through, getting those offloads, getting in behind, and then that speed of ball is absolutely killing England. They're getting short, they're not getting players folding around the corner, so England have to tactically change, in my opinion.
It is a clinical performance thus far from the visitors. So impressive in these opening 37 minutes. Dougal taking over kicking duties.
Tackle!
Again, pushing to the right hand side once again, and Goya opening things up to the French right hand side. Grandhomme this time can't take cleanly. There's a long pass in these conditions to hit the receiver, not quite there.
Grandhomme isn't invincible. She knock on the ball like the best of us.
Right, so looking at the rejig of this English back line, Ashton Adcock coming into scrum half, which means Amelia McDougall sits back at fly half in familiar territory. Of course, she started playing at 9 in the summer series last year for the England under-20s, as they were then.
Amelia McDougall is an excellent 10. I used to coach her at Oakland College, and she plays at Saracen. She's a brilliant 10, but also obviously applying her trade at 9 as well. Really interchangeable, but she can set it alight. I'll be interested to see what she can do. Obviously they need to have front foot ball to allow her to give her back some space to do something with.
Before the game,
historically
both teams,
very
I asked
much
you to
the
push
French
straight on both sides.
With that 9/10
Yeah.
interchangeable, kicking, dominant. So it'll be interesting to see how McDougall adjusts things, maybe. Formerly of Old Albanians up there in Hertfordshire. I should say down there, I suppose, from here.
Yeah, I've played a few games for OAs. They're a great team.
Bind! Set!
Queen having to handle that ball back. Such was the pressure of the French 5.
Stop, 21!
Lincoln's
Stop!
off her wing, looking for work on that far side. And they're going to make advance and gain as well. Can they make the most of possession?
Well, this was great. They had the little dummy runners. They pulled it out the back, backed himself, little stab through, and they come away with this knock-on, forcing the pressure. It was a good, solid scrum from England. Referee looks like she's not particularly playing for penalties at the scrum, just wants the ball used and away.
The wind picking up here.
We're going to fly away, aren't we?
Up at altitude as we are doing this commentary.
My hair looks like candy floss now, which is less than ideal.
You're lucky you've got it.
That's true.
the thin air here in the commentary gantry.
Crouch.
As we work our way towards half-time in this contest, the clock
Bind.
is really an indicator. We're not synced up with the referee's
Sit.
match clock, so as ever, watch the lady in orange for an indicator. Again, look at the French 8, and they've got turnover ball. Here come France again. Tavares Montero, the little kick through. Shaw de Leon getting back well. She will not want to turn and face that blue wall though. Nowhere to go. Pulled down just short. Just inside the try line. And England having to manufacture an escape plan here under pressure at the end of the first half. McDougall boots the ball. Renaudin isn't going to wait. Perales has numbers out to the right should she want it. There's Treguet getting through. Grandhomme waiting to pounce, but the inside centre working her way back inside. That's a good turnover ball there. England getting through on the jackal very quickly, and as a consequence getting that ball back. I think that was Camilla Morale who actually got through. Either Morale or Linkins.
Thank you. She's on.
McDougall changing the trajectory, but her opposite number quick to anticipate. Gets the fend out. Malaghi sets it back, and here come France to finish things off. And it is Anaïs Perales. Seems to have been the link with so much of the good work that France have done, and now the final cog in that French move.
Wonderful finish by Perales, has got through so much work. Once again, they're saying the same thing, aren't we here? But Malaghi carrying forward, follow to it, and then the dive over from Perales.
30 seconds called.
When it all comes from that massive scrum, and there was like 4 of them chasing down, and England are at 6 and 7s trying to get back.
And there is the final whistle for this first half. A first half that has been dominated by the French. 7 tries in the bag.
Very happy
And
about the awareness
the
around the breakdown, right? Your girls are
scoreboard
on the side, looking good.
reveals
Scrum,
the domination that Les Bleuettes have had so far in this opening 40. 39-7. You would have to say, Rocky Clark, a fair reflection of what we've seen in the opening exchanges.
Okay.
It's all been blue going forward, hasn't it? It's been really, really hard for England, but France have just been so clinical. They're just moving the ball, moving the point of contact, little tip-ons, little balls out the back, and then they're shortening up the English defence. And of course, England, who are on the back foot, their discipline is giving way as well, isn't it? Which means speed of ball and having possession is huge for France.
Yeah, plenty for the England coaches to confer about, to change maybe tactically. It really has been all about front foot for the French, pretty much from the word go. 7 minutes on the clock when this one happened. The French front row, so powerful, so quick, and the hooker followed too, able to finish things off. Malaghi feeding her hooker to get things going. And the French pack have turned things around. I mean, we talk about the line-out being an issue, but set-piece wise, they seem to have made the most of getting, the success they've had in the loose, and they've turned it into the set.
They have. They've played really well. Set-piece percentages are probably pretty high for France, to be fair, and that makes it so much easier when you're on that front foot ball. And you've got fair play to England with their line-out drive. That has been a real weapon for them, but France have stood up well, certainly on their own possession.
And you saw that England dominance in one of the opening engagements, and you thought, well, that is going to be a stage that England can use. But France have pushed back in some style with Chloe Vauclin making her first appearance, played last summer, but making her first appearance in this tournament and making sure that Mailagi could bundle her way over for her 5th try of this tournament.
Yeah, it was just really good play, quick ball, that lovely offload, and then she only knows one way, and that's to the try line. Mailagi.
And it wasn't only in the tight now, because suddenly France were opening things up, and Alice Grandhomme was the recipient, the first of her 3 tries in the first half. And when you've got centres like Treguet and Talalua, such awareness, such vision, and the strength with which to make sure they can manipulate the opposition defence. Saw it so many times in that first 40.
We did, just centres getting that ball out wide, Grandhomme just finishing off and gassed into that corner with the forwards shortening them up. Just seeing that speed of ball once again. Perelez with a fend, gets the offload, just keeping that ball alive, and then if they do take the ruck, it's a really, really quick one. Ball out, that big miss pass out to Grandhomme again, who literally has to walk it in, doesn't she?
It's Christmas early, isn't it, when you get set up by your inside backs like that. Grandhomme, the leading try scorer in this series, finding the cutting edge there, but it's very simple stuff when your 10, 12, 13 have pulled the opposition defence out of shape. And, well, those were 2 of the simpler finishes. She showed her finishing prowess a little later on. England getting on the board with 25 minutes on the clock with that penalty try issued by the Canadian referee Emma Gallagher. The forwards then at that point seemed to really have the wind in their sails, but immediately that they got points on the board, it was a French response of some style once again, as Anémone Talalua, the Grenoble centre, has been so impressive. Again, out to this right hand side, there is the Grenoble outside centre with the fend off of Hayat to find the way through to mark it once again.
Just that precision with the passing, the fend backing herself, leg drive, she bowls over. She's been so strong at putting people away. It's good to see her have a stretch and run through.
And this, the break from Renaudin and the speed from the right winger, the ASM Romania, out of the Massif Central onto the world stage now, and once again showing the cutting edge.
Just look at this fend here as she's about to get caught. Boom, straight to the chest, accelerates herself forward and goes close to the sticks.
And then to finish things off, well, it was Anaïs Perelez, the Colomiers youngster, playing a trade now with Stade Toulousain, the local club for Colomiers, of course, and just adding things up before the final whistle. It has been a very, very impressive first half from the French, unbeaten, so we're told, since maybe 2018, certainly the last 3 years at this level. And England are really going to have to rethink and rejig things in the second half, because at half time they are behind 39-7. Join us shortly for the second half.
On Friday, 22nd of May, Mike Graham to next side host Allianz Champions Rugby Playoff semi-final opposition still to be unknown. But a highlighted evening is drawn season ticket holders have access communications to reserve their existing seats. Discounted tickets are available online. Season tickets for your 2026-27 Bedford Blues campaign are now on sale at early bird prices. Head to the website for the application forms if you're looking to get involved, or renew via ticket bowling if you're an existing member. Don't miss out on another fantastic campaign here at the home of Bedford's brilliant sporting club. Congratulations to Bedford Women who completed their 25-26 campaign with an unbeaten league season. Better luck to the team as they step on into the championship 2 next year. Where your colours of pride and secure a souvenir from your trip to Bedford by visiting the Bedford Blues Plus shop, located next to the CFC marquee. It's open now and after the final whistle. Take a wander around Goldington Road and stumble all the other to offer here at Bedford Blues. All manner of options available, including Chicken George and Taylor's Kitchen. We've even got an ice cream van joining us in the Pat Out Genesis fan zone. And finally, we'll be hosting a rerun of Bedfordshire Farmers in Bedfordshire County on the 29th of May. Now, that was a thrilling game 12 months ago. Not the same again this year, we hope. Head online to our ticketing page for more information. Just the birthday announcement, but it's a special one at that. Happy birthday to Steve Minnie. Happy birthday to you. 21 again out here. And you have a great day. And remember, you can stay up to date with all the news and events in Bedford Blues via our website, Twitter and Facebook. Join over 14,000 Blues fans already following us on X at Bedford Blues RFC. Like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram to receive news. Change your phone throughout the week. Please welcome out to the second half, Ross! atmosphere we've had here at Goldington Road today. We're going to need more of it in the next 40 minutes as we welcome out England!
Welcome back to Goldington Road as England rejoin the French on this very unique pitch. But it's been a very tough encounter for the hosts thus far. France running 7 tries in that first half. And the fans here will need no reminding that last weekend in Tarbes, France also at half-time had 7 tries in that demolition of the Scots. So plenty for England to work on. It is very much a development series, of course. Now England have got to learn how to maybe change the tactics of this, change the management of this game, and try and, well, at least lasso their hosts, because the flow from the French forwards and backs was irresistible in many parts through that first half. I'm Simon Ward, alongside me World Rugby Hall of Famer Rocky Clark. Rocky, it'd be interesting to see if England do in fact adjust their tactics to change the way this game has played out so far.
Absolutely, I think well, we'll talk about that in a second, I'd have thought.
Goya immediately takes her team into opposition territory. Roboam, the captain, keeps things moving. Bazola, such pace, power and strength from the tight head. Roboam, the conduit, keeping the ball alive. Treguet, little pop up for her centre partner Talalua. Now the ball is out to Ines Zeze. Zeze gets through one, gets the support. But is so wrapped up at the forwards, keen and eager, led by the loose head Malagi. Well, Folatu scored the first try in the first half, wants to score the first in the second. Just stalled there, but the ball's still there. Zeze with plenty of opportunity to cut through. And we're only a matter of seconds into this second half, and regular service has been resumed.
Yeah, easy running from Zeze, but it was like a 3-on-1. She shouldn't have been able to have that much space, but yeah, it was a great build-up. All the forwards trucking it forward towards the line, just pick and go in, and then it's on. And that missed pass just takes out 3 or 4 defenders, and Zeze step off her left and then dives for the line.
Yeah, the points keep totting up in the French set-up. Renaudin stepped up from the bench last week, took over kicking 8 out of 9 on that occasion. 2 out of 5 thus far for the Stade Rochelet fullback.
One of the other things England can't do is loose kick to this demolishing France side.
Well, the restart working for England on that occasion, as Alina Folatu unable to take that cleanly.
I think that might have been Lily Hyatt again, putting on the pressure off the kick-off, which is what you need to do. Get in the eye line, force the turnover. Scrum was under a little bit of pressure previously, just towards the end of the half, so England need to reset, get across that mark, take on the French pack.
Yeah, Hyatt, who made impact off the bench, of course, up in Edinburgh first game, had the outside centre berth last weekend. Staying in it this. With Kamala Morale back in the 12 jersey. She is. McDougall finds a way through into the French 22. Morale. Many options on the right, so showing good strength to reset things. Aisha Jar, Bristol Bears tight head. McDougall gets the call from co-captain Sophie McQueen.
What a shot on her.
Morale again, the conduit once again for the England attack. Player of the match in that Scotland game.
Yeah, oh, excuse me.
McDougall showing good awareness and trying to build something there, threatening the blue tacklers.
Advantage number 4, high tackle, penalty only.
Advantage call there for England with the high tackle. Kay Acton made her debut against Ireland. Oh, there's Grace White, and Grace White goes in the corner. That is a virtuoso score from the Trailfinders winger. What a finish that was from Grace White, just when her team needed something a bit special. Grace White has come up with it.
Super finish, backing herself as she goes round. Quick ball, and it started to slow down, but just played away, and then Wing picking through the middle, fending 2 players and gassing round that far side. Exactly what England needed.
Thank you.
White, who started on the left wing against Scotland, but on the right for the last 2 games, and ever present indeed, hasn't missed a minute of this contest, of this series I should say.
10 seconds.
McDougall trying to bring it round, just running out of puff in front of the post, but an important 5 points for the home side, just when they needed to remind the French the threat that they possess.
And there's just that little bit of space, because I was thinking they're overplaying a little bit, but earning that penalty and then just that quick ball. Good recognition from White just to see that space.
6. Ah, excusez.
Changes in the French side. Goyat still on.
Advantage scrum.
McDougall blocking that pass.
Avantage.
It's going to give an advantage for France should they need it.
Thank you. Check. Thank you. Penalty advantage. Contact in there. Nice ball.
It's a penalty call. Pedesal.
Advantage was at the mark. Advantage over.
Little chip and charge. Tavares Montero. Renaudin. Cut back from Zizé into the contact. But the French flow is unstoppable right now. Here is the big number 8 once again. Stade Francais, her club right now, but she's come out of Clichy, well-known club in the Paris suburbs.
Step.
Quick transference. Goyat, the kick pass, and the finish from Grandhomme, of course. It's déjà vu for the French left winger, playing on the right wing this time, but she's once again gone over 4 times for her country.
What an absolute worldie of a try. It's a brilliant build-up, but that fantastic spot-on kick from Goye, just to go right in the breadbasket. Great finish as well for Grandhomme, but we said there's players to watch out for, and I think there might be a cap coming very, very soon for a lot of these players. But the class from France, just even off the kickoff, they got the ball back. It was really short, really high, got underneath it, turnover ball, boom. Playing against a broken defence. That's so hard to defend when they're playing at that pace.
Well, lots of these girls have been able to step up into the senior sides for training and get that experience. Of course, Heidi Head, I mentioned, made her Red Roses debut yesterday out in Parma. Look at the likes of Aniela Lutui. She got, I think, a 4th cap yesterday. Demelza Short, another one. Millie David. There's plenty of young talent that has moved up into the senior level, and it's the same with French. They're using their French 7s as well to some impact. Oh yeah, so quick to identify the gap and the opportunity, and then the power play comes on from the likes of Folutu, Mailagi. There's Folutu, transfer out to Robaham. Grandon waiting, getting through one defender. Presentation is good. There's the hooker once again. So often the front rowers are in as first receivers and making such a difference to get their team over the gain line so quickly. The style is so impressive, isn't it? Renaudin threads it through for Zeze. Just unable to get there. But once again, we've still got half an hour left of this contest. And France have not taken their foot off, it seems, in the first 50 minutes.
Seriously, they've come out even bigger, better and faster. The quality that's going on, and then they're just using this little wraparound play. So they're hitting a big forward, and then there's a wraparound coming from the back to then get that width as well.
Change in the French front row. So Malagi's day is done, theoretically.
She's had a super game, hasn't she? She's been an absolute wrecking ball.
Okay, time's back on. Restez là. Okay.
Safe line out for England.
Wingers on.
Brilliant from Jar as she punches up yet again.
Watch.
Quick line out.
Goya getting things going quickly. Treguet, another whose sister was playing at Wellington in the under-18 Six Nations last month. Captain and number 8, indeed. That was Alana. And I'm told there's another sister as well. Goodness me. They'll have a sevens team of their own before too long.
Back by White.
Awkward kick. Goya. Grandon.
Come off.
What's the referee calling here? Let's have a listen.
So this is a grounding by Blue. Do you know how the ball got into in goal?
A White foot the ball back into.
So White's brought it back into in goal, grounded by Blue. It's a try.
Yep.
Okay.
Another one on the board for Les Bleuettes.
Yuli, Mark is here.
Let's have a look at the replay. I've got a feeling it might be Grandon that finished things off. She's been congratulated. Can you believe that's a handful for the young winger? Let's have a look here now. It was, yeah, it came off the boot there. Wasn't finished. And it was the ASM Romania finisher who once again showed her prowess and to bring up the half century for her country.
Tries all clear.
Thanks.
Well, it is relentless now from the visitors. And this is a learning now that England have to work from. France have their try count now in double digits, and sure as eggs is eggs, they ain't finished yet. Which is going to be utilised now.
Advantage side entry, blue.
Marine Kazmizak, wearing 19, the young second row. Another one whose sister was at Wellington. The man, I don't think he's here. I know her dad's here. Olivier is here. You'll be able to hear him soon. No shy retiring wallflower he.
Blue side entry.
Well, England with the advantage there. McDougall just going for that little chip over. She had a couple of players chasing it, but coming back. You know, they've got to swing the bat here, haven't they? Because they can't. They're struggling to get through this blue wall. So it's either going to be a little offload or really quick play. And we saw White go through the middle with a pick and go through using her pace, and maybe that chip over. But what you don't want to do is give France possession.
Opportunity here for the home side. Batted back. It's not easy possession for McQueen, and McQueen picks up ball and a French tackler at the same time and doesn't allow the tackler to get through, and the moment is gone.
Well, that was their opportunity. We've seen they've been so successful with their maul drives. It was batted down, really needed to get hands on and set it up, but instead it's a penalty, holding on and clearance to the 10-metre line.
Yes. Time off? Subs?
Yeah, it's one of those occasions where right now the scoreboard really tells the story.
2 et 12 changements. Numéro 12, c'est qui?
LJ Lewis looking to change things round from the bench. But whether it can change the flow of this game will be an interesting call. The French changed their hooker.
2 and 3 are subbing for White.
So looks like Jones and Jar are off for England. That will bring on Lucy Simpson and Lily Plowman. And I think it's a similar for the French. Looks like Ayana Tom Belmont is on now as hooker. There she is.
She's on side.
And I think Chloe Vial is on as well as pivot. Here comes her feed. Anything but a feed today. Pedusol been so impressive. There is Tom Belmont. Vial. Goya moving into the inside centre role with Treguet making way. Here comes another one. Bounced off. Zeze.
Might have been a no arms tackle then.
It looked like it from up here. Paul Haycock is going to be asked to confirm this. The call is try from on the pitch. Ines Zizé going. That didn't look like a full arms tackle, did it, from Solana Shaw de Leon? Let's have a look here.
So, the question is, did she go into touch? We're struggling to see, but I wonder if that tackle just got affected by Grace White as well, who was on that low bit. The referees are just having a watch, just slowing it down. So it's Grace White who goes low. But yeah, there isn't particularly any arms there, but the player was falling down.
But her legs are in the air when the ball is in the air.
The officials, Katie Gent, Rosie Proctor and Emma Gallagher around the screen in front of that stand to determine what they think.
No problem. So she looks like she's in touch before that, as you said. So it just depends on the first moment.
for Manu, she doesn't go into touch.
So if she hasn't scored the try here, she's in touch.
Officials don't seem too perturbed by that no-arms tackle, which might have led to thoughts of a penalty try there. So what are they going to issue from here?
They're just wondering whether she's grounded it before. You could see her ground it for the second time, but her legs are in touch. But did she ground it before? Easy for me to say.
Told you not to have those wine gums before. Well, they're taking their time making this call.
Looks like foot's on touch there.
I think they've agreed that foot's out. It's a matter of whether it's in play or in dead ball, I think. Bit of unrest in the stands and around the ground.
What's really going to help speed them up is putting pressure on, making loads of noise.
Yes, Paul. Just grounded the ball. Perfect, thank you.
So the decision is made. It's a matter now, what is the decision?
Grounded the ball before going into touch, so it is a try.
Well, try is awarded. Zizé with her second.
Well, TMO came in there, didn't he? And he's got a better view than us and time to process it, and says that it was grounded before her foot went into touch. So a brilliant try by Zizé.
Yeah, great finish from the SC Bobigny winger, known as the Rocket, and you can kind of see why with that sort of prowess. Canada unable to bring that round, but it's pretty much of an inconsequence in terms of the way the game is rolling now. 7 tries in the first half and now 4 in the second for Les Bleuettes.
No, back, wide on the wing. Good.
The take from Oyana Tom Belmont. Plays her rugby for Stade Bordelais, the Elite One champions, as I think they've been for the last 3 years or so. Bordeaux. And the break from Peralez, the gaps appearing in the white line. I'd be relieved to get that call from the referee.
Oh, the French player just being offside there. The ball was taken in front of where it'd been knocked on, so the penalty's given. But some real class play once again from Peralez, who's sort of in contention for a player of the match at the moment. She's just got around the park so well, running really hard lines, and she'd used the old 7 strategy with a little get tackled, get back up, release the ball, and then pick it up and run off again. Made another half break.
White 6 sub, number 6.
So more changes for England. Zoe Dare. It's going to be a rejig here. Just looking to see how this is setting up. Jasmine Adonri is on. Just not providing the ball there. but
Blue jumping across.
illegally so, says referee Gallagher.
Blue jumping across. Thank you. Back.
McDougall trying to spark something.
No, lâchez, lâchez.
First touch from Adonry, another member of the Trail Finders group. Acton.
Stop.
Hyatt bundling ball carrier away. Not sure what the call is now.
Sorry.
Did you hear her call a mark? I've seen her arm go up after they've made contact with her.
The mark was
So
called,
we're gonna
but the
take
referee
action.
didn't.
On vous a pas
Stop
entendu,
play.
puis le bras est arrivé beaucoup plus tard. On va prendre la touche, ok? Parce qu'il faut le dire. Ils vont surtout le dire. C'est bon.
Et nous, on l'a répété en plus. Nous, on l'a répété. Non?
Zeze
Ben, vous, oui,
said
c'est
she called the
important.
mark, but
Au
the
même
referee
moment.
didn't hear it. So it's going to be a line
Yeah, we're
out
good,
to
thank you.
England inside the French 22. Again, that hinge working very well. Kiwi Fitzpatrick getting the help of her mates, setting up the drive.
Sortez bleu!
The ball going loose in the contact.
It's ripped forward.
It happened a few times
Rip
in
is
that
legal,
Ireland
but
game.
forward.
Driving
Là qui rip, c'est devant.
for the white
Ça peut
line
pas partir
in
devant.
Coventry, and 3 times
Yes,
it came loose in their efforts.
It was a good initial line-out drive. Just wonder if they maybe could have kept it in, but a couple of players have just popped up. That drive is the weapon for England at the moment.
Yeah, Millie Hyatt is staying on the left wing.
Crouch!
She is probably replaced Gemma Jo
Bind.
Linkins because Grace White in t'other flank.
Sit! Steady!
Can they monopolise her and Solana Shaw de Leon in on that left as well? It's gone right though. Morella. Morale
That first arriver, she's rolled.
setting
play
up
on.
position.
She's rolled. She's the first arriver on her feet.
Consternation in the England camp there that the penalty has been given the French way.
So opportunity once again for France to get away from the danger zone. Goya just misses touch, so finds White.
Grace White. Adcock unprotected though.
Playing the 9. Non, vous, c'est correct, elle.
There is the 9. Now playing 10. Amelia McDougall trying to get the buzz going within the England camp once again. McQueen crunch to the floor. Sets the ball back well. Morale out to Fitzpatrick. England getting some continuity in phases now.
Thank you, number 10, never onside, blue.
Penalty is there for the home side.
You have penalty advantage.
McDougall.
No, bleu.
Adcock feeds out to the forwards, led by Lucy Simpson.
I'll give you your mark.
Few penalties creeping in against France.
10
Discipline.
onside.
England really need to capitalise on this. They're trying to get that little jab to get through. Quick
I'll manage
taps, maybe
that,
got them
okay?
a bit more on the front foot. But if they're going route 1, they're hitting a big wall. So good option to nail on for this line-out drive.
The wind picking up once again, so Simpson has got to be accurate with her darts here. You would assume it's got to be a front call. No, it's not, it's overthrown. And France quite happy to pick up the scraps here, and they will go from deep. Talalua feeds on to Zeze. The little cross Renaudin. Goya sets things going again.
Away,
This
good.
is all court rugby from the French. We saw it in Wellington with the under-18s. It was so impressive and so difficult to stop.
Knock on by White, 21. 21.
The
Nothing
arm
after.
of Adcock eventually
Knocked on.
stunting the flow.
Yes, bring them. 6 et 12. Non, 15. 6 et 15. Changement.
Perel's day is done,
No,
as
it's
is
from-
Renaudin.
it's a
I
knock-on
think
in
the
the tackle.
fullback trotting off. So Alex Valence, the Stade Rennais back, comes on for her first experience at this level.
Time's back on.
Oh, what a game to come on. Over 60 points are good to come on and let rip against a tiring English defence.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Stay back.
Good shove from the England 8, but the ball is still there for the French. Just the haste and doing the accuracy from the hands of Chloe Vial.
English defence a little bit narrow there. Had there been a little bit of depth onto that pass, and I think France would have been away, but England really need to mark up numbers. Keep getting caught out wide. A let off and a good scrum. Good set piece. Just started to creak that French pack, but the thing is, like how they've been playing, it's in and away, isn't it?
And the wind is picking up behind us. You can probably hear it on my mic. It's
Bind.
getting a little stronger, albeit the sun is out bathing the pitch.
Steady.
Queen asking more from her forwards. Adcock throws it straight into midfield. Morale can't find Grace White. White picks up the ball and does very well. I thought she was going to be down there by Talalua. Speed, the line speed from Tom Belmont there. England keeping hold of it.
Wait,
As I say that,
That's some fantastic line speed and big hits going in from this French side, and I think France rugby is in a really good place. The next 3 to 5 years, I think we could start to see a real shift
8-13
of where they're finishing in the Six Nations and going to be putting their hands up for the World Cup.
yeah, of course, and the cycle after the World Cup, after Australia, will be so interesting for a lot of these girls that we were seeing now. More changes for both sides. So Mayana Goni on to replace Lilou Pederso as the scrum half. Looks like Honey Kerslake is on as well, slotting into that number 8 role.
Crouch.
Not sure whether that played number 8. Jerry Collins more known as a flanker,
Bind.
but has been making big impression. Honey Kerslake down at Exeter College, made her debut against Scotland after, well, about this sort of time, maybe a bit earlier. Another one who was at Wellington College
Off the head, play on.
in the
Off the
under-18s
Knocked on by
version. Loose ball, and England try and keep it alive.
It's off the head of White, which is not a knock on, and then knocked by Blue on the ground.
Well, England trying to celebrate small gains right now and make the most of them.
Scrum.
Good attacking position for England here if they can just tie in numbers in this scrum. You've seen the wraparound play they're trying to do, but timing and execution is really catching them out. A couple of loose drop passes really need to stick. We've seen, potential Grace White what she can do with ball in hand. She just needs a little bit of space. She's an absolute pocket rocket, strong as they come. She just needs to get that ball out.
Bind.
So she can finish off.
Set.
Advantage call there for the home side. Now can they make something of this? The burst is on from Bunker.
Away blue.
Numbers out wide. Grace White calling for it. McDougall going with this shorter pass though to Lauren Bailey.
No advantage here. Back to the scrub.
Well, they needed that quick ball. They needed to not get snuffled up. It was a great initial line through. I think it was Bunker. She went for a hot knife through Butter, but they're coming back for the penalty advantage. There we go, and the pace that Bunker's taking it on, just 4 metres away from the try line. But speed of ball, just perhaps the option might have been out the back of Bailey, but swallowed up and come back for this penalty. How can they hit their maul?
Wait.
Good first part of the line out setup. As ever, Kiki Fitzpatrick provides the ball. To the final, working our way towards the final 10 minutes of this contest. The transfer is there. Bunker surrounded by blue shirts. It's got to present, it's got to get out. Grace White putting width on it. White 1-on-1, and White's going to finish. My goodness me, she has got some balance and she has got some pace, and Grace White has got 2 tries.
That was an absolute wonderful finish from White. We've talked about her being a weapon out on this wing, but the speed of ball was really important to allow her that little bit of space. She backed herself on that 1-on-1, and that's what you want from an outstanding winger. But it's McDougall with that big missed pass. Grace takes it above her head, great skills, just guesses her opposite person to get second try. Glimmers of light here for the England team.
What a finish it was from the Trailfinders flyer. Just what the team needed. Molly Bunker taking over kicking duties now. Threatening the crossbar. But a useful 5 points, and once again having so many tries here. That's the 3rd try for the home side. Unfortunately, the visitors have got 11. Good to see the benches are cleared out, so everybody gets a taste of this tournament over the course of the next 10 minutes. Rocky Clark, I'm going to ask you who you think is going to be your player of the match before too long. We can have a conversation about that. Is it going to be the people who finish things off, or is it going to be the piano shifters?
Flat.
Shaw de Leon showed well in that Scotland game, a hat-trick of course, but also I seem to remember there was that try-saving tackle she put in the last 10 minutes. Well, here come England, the kick through, not quite. Grace White doing well to keep it in.
Just saw Morale, just caught it a bit of one of those shinny type ones. You just saw her head go back and she was like, just millimetres on it.
Line out.
Talking of balls, did you see that thing with Zoe Harrison? I think it was Zoe was complaining about this new smaller ball that the women are going to play with, a size 4.5 or something. What are your thoughts of that as a former Lucid prop?
Well, I personally, I
Sophie's
think if it ain't broke, don't need to fix it. I think we've played pretty blooming well with a size 5 for a long time, and the thought of, you know, the men's and women's games, when people say what's the difference, and you know, normally I'm like there is none, but now you're going to have to get more resources. It just creates another barrier in my head. But I am open if all the statistics and the data come back and say it changes the game and it makes it a better game, then I'll be open to it. But at the moment, my initial one is
fair enough. Again, it's a frisbee throw, but referee Mosley making some allowance for the strong winds. The ball is out for inside though. Roubaix trying to ignite that back line again.
Good, wide away.
Guni. Oh, look at that line. That is delicious rugby from France. Talalua again finding that cutting edge to open up the white defence. Lovely offload as well from Tom Belmont.
Here, back.
Loading up to the right.
Better. No.
Goya. It's a foot race
Taken back by
for
White.
Shaw de Leon. She's going to have to run it out and does well. Needs a bit of support from her teammates inside the 22. Good work from the Quins fullback.
Ball's out. Knocked on by Blue.
It's all getting a little bit raggedy. England have got to hold their composure here.
No, blah.
McDougall gets it away but doesn't find the sanctity of touch. And here come France once again. Look at that transference from one wing to the other. Zeze. Good defence from Morale. Is there turnover there? Yes, I think there is.
Grace White on the turnover.
Yeah, numbers 12 and 14 doing well for England there. Shaw de Leon not going to get much headway against Grandhomme.
Other way.
Referee immediately correcting herself, much to the relief of all those in white.
Ruck was formed.
Yeah, even the referees get it wrong. But it was a great tackle here from Morale, and then Grace White up quick over the top. Talked about being really strong earlier. She's adding loads to her kit bag of those kind of skills. That's what you want. There's opportunities for her out when she's out wide like that. Get those one-on-ones. She get up, get the jackal, get the turnover. Really key intervention for her team.
So as we move in towards the final 5 minutes of this contest, let's start the chat about who you think should be your player of the match. Who's in the frame? Who's in the mix? Oh, as I say that, Tom Belmont is driving away for another score. It's a delightful dozen, or is it? Yes, it is.
Have you seen grounding? No? Okay, we'll wait a second and see if Paul has it. Just
Going to be confirmed by the TMO first.
Otherwise, we'll go formal.
Route one for the replacement hooker, but really fast with it as well.
Just got the gauge from this far away, but let's have a look, see if these pictures give us a better idea.
Somebody's head or something's in the way.
Too interested.
Paul at the screen. Paul, on-field decision is held up.
The officials are going to have a look. I'm not sure what help they're going to get from these pictures. There's the ball. It looks like it was grounded there. Paul Haycock just looking to confirm things. As we're waiting for this, who is in the frame for your player of the match, Rocky Clark?
Well, to be fair, there's quite a few. Myla Gee, I thought she was brilliant in the first half. Didn't play as long, but but certainly got her team on the front foot, got a score as well. Bazzola also got through a lot of work. Perez has put her hand up as well. She's got quietly about her business, but really aggressive, and from last week just her stats were so good. 112 metres, 17 carries, so got herself a try. Pedestal getting that team moving well. To be honest, I'm naming most of the team, but then Grand Homme and Talalua are also up there for me.
So your call is, drum roll.
It's the lady who scored 5 tries, Grand Homme, who's been outstanding today. I think the winger deserves all the accolades she's given. What a finishing weapon she is.
Well, the top try scorer in this series is going to finish as player of the match in the final game. Alice Grand Homme, 10 tries to the good. Still on the pitch and ever present, hasn't missed a minute of this French campaign. Goya stepping up to try and add the extras, but it's not happening.
Thank you. Just short.
So England back for the kick-off. Little bouncing ball. Can England get on it? France just managed to stop it, but
Back by blue first.
knock on.
Back by blue and then knocked on by white. Blue scrum.
So
Alice Grand Homme, the recipient of the Rocky Clark Award for Player of the Match.
most people probably think I'd go for a front row, but you know, hard to argue against some of those absolute worldy finishers. As I said, I think a number of these players are going to be pulling on a first team shirt very, very soon, and I think some of them will be in the World Cup as well.
Crouch.
Yes, it certainly bodes well for French rugby. We saw it indeed with the under-20s winning the first World Championship back in Béziers, whenever that was, and I was commentating on that too. There is a wealth of talent coming through the ranks right now.
It's good, but there needs to be height on both sides. Yes.
And when you see the way the under-18s are working, it's seemingly a never-ending pipeline of talent.
That scrum's gone down, and Plowman's just took a bit of a knock. She's not really wanted to put the weight through her right foot, but then straight back into it. You don't really want 8 body weight going through your feet on that, but big scrum here for France. Can they get the clear exit? Can they score a try, which they seem capable of anything?
Into the last plays of this game, and still the ambition still rife and ripe in French minds. Zeze taken down by Chaudre-Lyon. Defiant defence from the England fullback, but here come the French support. Barthélemy and Roboam, the captain, once again the link play so often. Goya. Here comes another one. Manon Marchessin stopped just short. The support is there, but the ball isn't.
Thank you.
Knock forward, just stopping the 13th try for France.
Keep staying very square on your side. The last one was good.
End-to-end stuff as France are now 5 metres away from England's try line. England's putting big pressure on this scrum now. Can they get out of Coffin's corner?
Apologies as ever if you heard some of the somewhat desperate industrial language coming through the ref's mic.
Set! Yeah, the balls out, balls out.
England playing from their own try line, looking for maybe a bit of feel good to finish with.
Sortez bleu.
It has been a tough task
Restez là.
for those girls.
Wingers on
Dougal
side.
sends it away. As ever, the referee's watch is the dictator of how long is left.
Just over. England, I gave the mark.
France have now run in 41 tries in 3 games. That says a lot, I think, of the way that they play and the talent and skills that they have as well. And they're looking to add another one before they go here.
Step.
Bazola still on the park. Here comes the width. Oh, the ball just working its way back. Vial has to rescue operations. Talalua. Oh, the bullocking run of Marchessin. Goya feeds Tom Belmont. Good leg drive from the replacement hooker. Ball is there. Out it goes to Zeze. Zeze pushing for a hat trick.
Away, White.
Almost, but not quite.
Hands on the ground, White. White straight to the ground.
Penalty call. So France going again. Little pop pass, and there is another try. Alix Valence celebrates her under-21 debut with a score right at the end. Baker's dozen for the French, and the scoreboard tells the tale.
Great finish once again, and it was that quick speed of ball, quick tap. So had the penalty on the 5, just shifted it out, and then just a nice line from Valence to get over. Outstanding display from this France attack, but easy try for Valence. She goes down, celebrates, and then can they the extras to get into the 70 points.
Conversion is good, and it's been a really good day for the French. It has been a flow of fantastic French rugby that has taken all in front of them through the course of not only this contest but their previous 2 as well. 13 tries tells its own story, and what a big performance and a big future it is for Les Bleuettes and Les Bleus. It really bodes so well. It's finished. England 17, France 71. I'm going to leave Rocky Clark to just look at the scores in that second half as I go and try and have a chat with the player of the match, Alice Grandhomme.
Well, we're just seeing the scenes of congratulations from both teams as the crunch
It's all for me.
finishes in the blue fashion.
Get one of these lovely photographers.
Some great work from the all-court game of France. So, final scores: Scotland 22, Italy 34, Ireland take the spoils 31-17, and then of course just finished up with England 17, France 71. So France here just going through the highlights, pick and goes going through the forwards. There's this quick ball made out wide, then Zizé goes through, finishes it off as the forwards pile drive to the line. Zizé's on the end, steps off her left, cuts back and only one way to the try line for her. And France's 8th try, also scored 7 in the first half. So back to England's opportunity to get on the board, and it was Grace White here who saw a little gap in that French defence and backed herself and scored in the right hand corner. His thumbs up from the touch judge. Grace, who steps off 2 fens, dives in the corner, just shows how much potential she has, but that pick through, there's no one at home. Just finishes off. And it was back to Bleu. That crossfield kick was impeccable from Grand Dame, who was on the end of it, sat there with a basket, easy walk in. But the audacious kick from Goye, beautiful pinpoint accuracy. And Grand Dame defend, just going through, backing herself. Little chip over, little fumble. It was Grand Dame who pounced on the ball. Gets across for her 5th try. And quick ball out here to Zizé, who backs herself, bowls through, and it was quite a while the referees were looking at it. But in the end, the TMO came in and it was awarded to Zizé. But it's Grace White again who backs herself, scored in that top corner. Pace out, that missed pass, got a 1-on-1 and she finished off. A real bright spark. I would have thought a future Red Rose, but here we go. Replacement hooker Tom Belmont bowls through, backs herself, bit of speed picking up as she's going downhill in that bottom corner. Quite a difference in the height from one end to the other, because there's that slant on the slope, and Tom Belmont uses it. But then things are wrapped up with 13th try here for Forlance, who backs herself. It's that quick tap, that quick thinking, moving the ball across. Goye shifting across, and Forlance who finds her way. But as we are here at Goldington Road, I can see Simon has made his way down and he's going to get some post-match reaction with player of the match.
Well, I'm about to be joined on the pitch by our player of the match, Alice Grandon. She's quick. I told you she was quick. And Thibaut is going to translate for us. Alice, congratulations. That was a very, very special tournament, no?
Yes. Oui, c'est grâce à l'équipe.
Thanks to the team. Je don't know what to say. Qu'est-ce que tu as ressenti pendant le tournoi? A lot of energy, explosion. We're really happy about our tournaments. All of the girls are obvious.
Your team scores 42 tries and you scored 10 of them. You must be pleased, no?
42 essais et toi t'en as marqué 10. Qu'est-ce que tu penses? Thanks to the teams. I just need the space and run straight.
Well, you have your cheerleaders who are ready for this, because Alice Grandon is our player of the match. Congratulations. And it's congratulations to France, who have had an exceptional tournament. She's happy, they're all happy. They have scored 42 tries, they are unbeaten, so are Ireland. This tournament is all about development. This is about the next wave of talent coming through. And for France, it is very obvious. We've seen in the under-18s, we're now seeing it in the under-21s. The future, the garden in France looks very, very rosy. It has been a wonderful performance. England, well, they're going to learn lessons, of course they are. That's what this tournament is about, finding out how to take the next step up. It has been a fantastic tournament. The inaugural Six Nations Women's Under-20 series has come to an end, but what a success. And it's France and Ireland top of the log. From me, Simon Ward, from Goldington Road, it's good afternoon.
Simon, right, thank you.